Hi, friends. Welcome to this grounded in grace flow. I'm going to guide you through a series of standing postures to really focus on rooting down into the earth. As far as props, I do recommend having a block or something to stabilize. We'll be doing a little bit of balancing in today's practice. But when you're ready, let's just get started in an easy cross leg position. So, as you settle in, just take a big shoulder roll, drawing the shoulders up to the ears and then sending them down and away, settling into your seat, keeping the spine nice and long. And close your eyes or take a soft gaze in front of you. Just find a gentle connection with the breath. Notice the pattern of your inhalations and exhalations. Just arriving today. I'm going to read scripture from Jeremiah 17:8. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. In this grounded in grace flow, I invite you to link your breath with a prayer. On your inhale, breathe in, Lord, you steady me. Exhale, I am rooted in you. Inhale, Lord, you steady me. Exhale, I am rooted in you. When you're ready, gently open your eyes and inhale both hands high to the sky. Reaching through the fingertips, maybe shimmy side to side. And on your exhale, twist to the right. So bringing your left hand to your knee, right hand comes behind you, gaze over the right shoulder. Spine nice and tall as you breathe in. Exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Inhale, both hands back through center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, gaze over the left shoulder. Again, lengthen on the inhale and twist deeper on the exhale. And gently releasing, let's come into tabletop position. So hands right underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. We'll find a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So as you inhale, belly drops, gaze goes up, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round through the spine, push the ground away. And tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, pull the heart forward. We'll just move back and forth through these two shapes. Connecting with your breath, just begin to warm up the spine. Feel free to introduce some other movements. So maybe you gently rock back and forth into the hands. Maybe you find some hip circles. And all throughout the practice, I want you to bring your awareness to the points that you're touching the earth. So really finding that grounding, rooting beneath you, and staying steady with your breath. On your next inhale, tuck your toes under, lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. So feel free to pedal the legs here. Wake up the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves, maybe rise onto the toes. And then take a moment to settle into stillness. Check in with your foundation here. So spreading the fingers wide, pressing through all points of the palm. Hips are lifting high as you gently press your chest and belly towards your legs. It's fine if your heels do not touch the earth. Take another breath here. Let it go out of your mouth. On your next inhale, rise high onto the toes and begin to walk your feet to the top of the mat. When you arrive, one vertebrae at a time, roll all the way up to stand. We'll take a big shoulder roll at the top as you land in mountain pose. Breathe in, breathe out. On your next inhale, both hands sweep high. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale to halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the hands, step your right foot back. Your left foot meets in plank pose. Hold, breathe in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin all the way to the mat. Inhale for baby cobra. So pulling the heart forward, gaze goes forward. And then exhale, child's pose. Take a breath here as you send your hips to heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. And lift the hips, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward between your hands and ground down through the back foot. So your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. We're setting up for warrior one. Once you're grounded, both hands reach high to the sky. Bending deeply into that right knee, hips are pointing forward. Relax through the shoulders. We take a moment here to pause. And breathe in, breathe out. Take another breath in. On your next exhale, open to warrior two. So that back foot comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bend deeply into your right knee, opening through the hips. Think about reaching the fingertips forward and behind as you relax the shoulders away from the ears. Flip the front palm over. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Sweep it back and over. Breathe into the side body. On your next inhale, pull yourself up, straighten through that front leg, triangle pose. So we're going to reach forward with that right hand, tipping down, and extend the left hand high to the sky. Option here, you can use your block and have that hand rest on it if that feels nice, but just find that balance and that stability through the upper body. I always like to think about pressing against an imaginary wall behind me. Take another breath here. And if you don't already have that block, I do recommend grabbing it because we're going to shift into half moon pose. So shifting forward to balance on the right foot. Option to bring your left hand to your hip. We're going to tilt forward and float the left toes away from the mat. Half moon. Lots of balance here. Rooting down through that right foot. You can keep the gaze down. Option to extend the left hand back high to the sky. Breathe in. And float on back, warrior two. Settle in here. Inhale, Lord, you steady me. Exhale, I am rooted in you. We're going to reverse it back once more. Flip the front palm, sweep it back and over. Exhale, windmill the hands down, framing the front foot. Step back to plank pose and lower knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra pose, pull your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips up and back. Take 3 breaths here to pause. Maybe you notice the heat building, the energy. Notice how you feel today. On your next inhale, left heel sweeps high to the sky. Step the foot forward, warrior one. So we're rooting that right foot down, 45-degree angle. Once you're grounded, inhale both hands high to the sky. Think about your hips being on train tracks. So just pointing forward, even sides of the mat, finding that balance and stability. Take another breath here. Maybe bend a little deeper in that front leg. And then exhale, open, warrior two. Just shifting to open through the hips. Arms are extending forward and behind. Relax through the shoulders. On your next inhale, flip the front palm, sweep it back and over. Find space. And triangle pose, lifting up, straighten through the front leg. Reach, reach, reach with that left hand before tilting down. Right fingertips to the sky. Find that balance and stability. Think about pressing open to that wall behind you. Another breath here. When you're ready, half moon, finding our balance. Option to find that block at the top of your mat. You can bring the top hand to the hip. Again, we're floating forward, stepping up, balancing on that left foot. As you open the hips, continue pressing against the wall. And then option to extend the right hand to the sky. Breathe in and float it on back. Warrior two, we land. One more reverse. Flip the front palm, sweep it back and over. Exhale, windmill the hands down. We'll take one more flow here. Step back to plank pose, lower down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, child's pose. This time, take the knees as wide as the mat as you melt the chest through and relax on down. Take a couple of breaths here just to ground. Reconnect with the breath. Allow the heart rate to slow down. And when you're ready, gently begin to lift yourself up. Swing the legs around and out in front of you. Finding staff pose. So sitting up nice and tall, we'll flex through the feet, toes pointing to the sky. We're going to bring the hands to the outside of the knees and then begin to walk the hands forward. So think about reaching your chest forward towards your toes and go until you start to feel that edge or that desire to round and stop there. So keeping the spine nice and long, hinging at your hips. Take a couple of breaths here. Just breathe. And gently releasing, lift yourself up. We're going to lower down to our backs. So option to roll one vertebrae at a time. Find that core engagement all the way down. And then when you land, taking a full body stretch, reaching from fingertip to toe. And then drawing the knees into your chest. Find some gentle rocking side to side. So nice massage for the lower back. Breathe. Supine spinal twist. Bring your arms to cactus at the side. Drop your knees over to the right. Taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Just allow your breath to slow. Allow your body to release and surrender. Lifting the knees back through center. Take it to the other side. Drop them over to the left. Gaze goes over the right shoulder. And lifting the knees back through center. Give yourself one more squeeze here. And then when you're ready, we'll press ourselves up, coming to a easy seated position. Closing the eyes and maybe repeating that breath prayer once more. Inhale, Lord, you steady me. Exhale, I'm rooted in you. On your next inhale, reach both hands high to the sky. Exhale them down to your heart center, sealing in your practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.